Greetings, friends. Today we look at 4 verses. We're going to finish chapter 5, and the verses we're going to look at today are in contrast with the 3 verses we looked at yesterday. I'm going to read verse 18 to verse 20, and I'll do it one by one. Verse 18 says, "Behold, what I have seen to be good and fitting is to eat and drink and find enjoyment in all the toil with which one toils under the sun, the few days of his life that God has given him. For this is his lot." And so yesterday Solomon told us what was bad. To love money, to live for money is bad. To make money our God is bad. But now Solomon tells us what is good. And Solomon is telling us in verse 18, what is good is to enjoy the things that God has given us. Now the word for good here, once again, is tov, which first appears in Genesis 1. And so he's telling us here that God gives good things, and the only things we can enjoy are the things that come from the hand of God. Now, I was going to introduce here that when God gives us wealth, then it is a good thing. But when we love wealth and we worship wealth and we put wealth first and all we work for is for wealth, it's not from the hand of God. I was going to imply that, but actually verse 19 tells us exactly that. He goes on to say, "Everyone also to whom God has given wealth and possessions and power to enjoy them and to accept his lot and rejoice in his lot, this is the gift of God." So God can give wealth, God can give possessions, but when we are the ones who give it to ourselves, and I alluded to this previously, there are many people who have certain things and they say, "Oh, God has blessed me." No, we saw that yesterday in the previous verses that you can have wealth and it doesn't come from God. But we've seen here in verse 18 and 19 so far that God can give these things. All right? So how do we know whether or not what we have is coming from God? Let me read verse 20, and I will end with this question by answering this question that I have posed. The last verse of chapter 5 and the last verse for today is Ecclesiastes 5:20. It says, "For he will not much remember the days of his life, because God keeps him occupied with joy in his heart." So the text here tells us that he who receives wealth, possession, or any blessing from God lives with joy, lives with genuine joy, and they live with the presence of God, and they know that God is with them. There's this peace that comes upon them. And God will not give you something that contradicts his principles and his commandments. Some people work on the Sabbath and they say God bless them with that job. No. God wouldn't give you something like that so that you can go against his commandment. There are people who are in the entertainment industry, but they sing ungodly music. They participate in ungodly movies. They say ungodly things, and yet they say that God has blessed them. That cannot be. Maybe God blessed you, but not to do those things. He blessed you with the gift of music. He blessed you with some other gift, but you're using it in the wrong way. And so Solomon here, by ending this chapter, he presents God as the one who ought to give these things. Remember, seek ye first the kingdom of God, and the rest shall be added. So friends, I hope that this encourages you, that your ultimate pursuit may be the pursuit for God, to be right with God, to do the will of God. That should be our primary goal. Do not worry about what you shall eat, what you shall drink, what you shall wear. For if your Father takes care of the birds, he will take care of you too. May God bless you. I hope you have a wonderful day. And if you're not doing all right. I hope that things get better for you. But seek God, and He will give you the peace that only He can give you. May God bless you.